Welcome to the DocNet training video. In this video, we will introduce you the user and user group concept for an access to the filing applications with different security policies to be applied. First of all, log into the DocNet admin module and go to the User Management tab. Click here to open the User Management tab. Using DocNet system, it starts with the creation of users who are then assigned specific rights to perform different tasks. With DocNet Server Security, you can manage the security policy by the following tasks. Firstly, it controls DocNet server access to both admin area and user area. Secondly, it grants access rights to user to perform specific actions such as print, search, filing, and so on. Thirdly, it assigns the user group permission for each application. Finally, it assigns the admin role permission. Click here to open the User Group tab. In DocNet, there is a default super user group called Administrator. This group has all system and application privileges. In other words, a user in this user group can do any setting to this system. Click here to create a new user group. This is the section where you can set the admin permission to the user group, in which the users with an admin role will be granted with those predefined privileges as set here after logging into the admin module. In other words, even if admin permission is granted to this group, it doesn't mean that all users in this group have the corresponding admin permission. You have to check the admin role in order to grant the admin permission to the corresponding users. Admin permission includes the followings: announcement, application admin, document level security, user group admin, FTP or file queue, audit log, nearline storage, fax, backup, field list, user admin, system config, MFP profile, archive and export, shutdown system. Enter a unique name here for the user group. Click and select the announcement and user admin as an example here. In order to allow the users in this group to access an application, the administrator must configure that particular application and assign appropriate permissions to this user group. Click here to select an application, invoice record as an example. Then click the required functions to be granted to this user group for this application. Click here to confirm the creation of a new user group. After creating a user group, the next step is to create new users in this group. In this example, we will create two users. One has the user role to access the invoice record application, while the other one has the admin role who can not only access this application from the user module, but also the admin module for carrying out some administrative works in DocNet system. Click here to open the User tab. When DocNet system is firstly installed, there is a default super user, admin in this system. This admin user is assigned with all rights in DocNet system, which includes creating new user, assigning rights, changing password of other users, and accesses all data stored in the system, including all privileges to access all applications in the system. Most important, this admin account cannot be deleted and lasts forever in the system. Click here to create a new user. Enter the username. To let the system generate a random password to a new user for first-time login, you must have the SMTP server configured and provide a valid email for this user. Leave the password field blank for the system to generate and send the password to the users. Next, click here to type in the first name and other details. Assign default language and date format for this user. Using the system default will take the value defined in the system config environment setting. Depends on browser means that the language of the user's browser will be used. and will use the preference as assigned in the Tool menu, Internet Options, General, and the languages from the user's browser. Select the user group for this user. All system and application permissions for this user are inherent from the assigned user group. Then assign the role of this user from here, that is, a user role in this example. The guest role is used to assign a public user account. It is used for a login account for a group of users who are allowed to access the user module only, and the unique login will not be checked for this account. These users cannot access the My Profile to make change of any setting, including the password. This login is normally used for a guest logon facility. After setting the details, you can then enable this user for immediate access to DocNet system. This can be done by selecting this checkbox here, then, the user can log into DocNet at any time. However, if this checkbox is not selected, it means that the user will not be able to log in the system. Click here to confirm the settings. Or click here to confirm the settings and continue to create the next user. Click here to create another new user. Type in another username. Now for this second user, we assign the admin role to this account. Finally, click here to confirm the settings. If a user has tried a predefined number of consecutive unsuccessful login, say 3 times, the user account will be locked. Another user with admin rights needs to unlock this account before the user can log in again. Besides, locked users will be shown in red. In this example, the account is locked due to 3 invalid login attempts. Now, you can check the reset box and click OK to unlock this user. In this example, 2 users have been created to the same user group, account staff, one with user role, and the other with admin role. To create more users at one time, you can consider using the function of import-export, so that once a CSV file with all details of the users is prepared, this file can be imported, and the users will be created automatically in DocNet system. Click here to import a CSV file. Here is the summary of this training video. Firstly, the system and application permissions are defined in user group. Secondly, each user belongs to one single user group. Thirdly, each user has to be assigned with either an admin role, an user role, or a guest role. Fourthly, in order to use the auto password generation function, SMTP server, an email of the users must be configured. Finally, after trying a predefined number of attempts without successful login, which is 3 times by default, this account will be locked. The admin user must reset the account before this user could log in again. Congratulations! You have completed this training video. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice day.